Adult day health care centers were not funded as a part of the Medi-Cal program. Well, they were starting in 1975, and then the ball started rolling.
In about 1977, some of the people from those sites came together and said, we really need to start organizing, we're going to change policy. We can't work as individual programs, we have to do it in a more organized way. And it was that group, about 5 people, 5 of us sitting down in the room, and decided to launch this new organization, a statewide association for adult day services.
We weren't a big group, and so we tried to sit as much as we could around a table and talk and hash things out.
CAADS met in those days at the president's home in San Mateo, Bobby Penny, and we met at her kitchen table. And there were beginning to be too many people to sit in her kitchen.
We came together as a group and developed the association, which originally was called the California Association of Adult Day Health Services. And then as social models started developing, then the association brought in that focus too, and that's when they changed the name to California Association of Day Services.
And because there was a lot of initiative among these providers, Marie-Louise Ansack, Barbara Sklar, the Kate Watson, Judy Canterbury, these people who were involved in the early centers, their participation made this a real and more viable program.
People running difficult programs, fundraising for their own programs, and then spending time on the road doing advocacy and planning conferences and so forth.
I became involved in 1977 when the bill was in the legislature.
And Tom Porter was one of the who was providing political insight. Leo McCarthy was one who provided a lot of the political energy and the auspice, and he was the champion on that side. And then Ruth Von Barron was the person at the state level who was managing and overseeing it. And together that group started forming a partnership that helped really create a significant new service. In fact, still today, it's one of the most innovative models across the country of adult day health services.
The state association has really had an impact on the state in terms of advocating for improved standards, improved regulation, improved licensing. At the national level, we've developed accreditation with CARF, a national accrediting body, and developed standards for day services that are being followed nationally and adopted in many states.
I heard about CAADS and realized that this was a very important link to what was going on in the field, and so we joined CAADS very early on.
It was nice being able to have peers that you could sit down and talk and problem solve and learn from each other. And I think that's an important part of CAADS, is the education component, what they offer to the members. I think it's real important.
Well, I really appreciate CAADS, from the beginning, because CAADS essentially helped us get enough money to run adult day health. We still have to subsidize it, but when we started, the reimbursement rate was like 20-something bucks. So CAADS helped us advocate legislatively and give us more of an image in the legislature. And
CAADS has been actually really the organization that has promoted and defended and advanced adult day health in California, as well as adult day services. They're in Sacramento, where they're attentive to some of the political issues, the issues of just the profession, the professional standards that they want to maintain, making sure that the reimbursement is appropriate, assuring that the quality of care continues to really exist, and the training that's necessary for adult day health to really continue to proceed. They really have exemplified what a professional organization is about in terms of both moving the model as well as defending the model and maintaining high standards for us.
So CAADS has a really very strong history and played a very significant role in the development, not only in California, but nationally.
because we were each learning how to do this. It was a new industry to us. There were no real models to look at.
When we first got started, it was very difficult to find space at all. And what Udlock did was to arrange to lease an old Spanish nightclub.
He said, "Oh, this sounds like a wonderful program." Oh, I was really thrilled. And we could start it in Fullerton and so forth. And he said, "There's just one drawback." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "We don't have any money."
The way I designed my staff and the way I designed delivering the program, staying within the regulations that Medi-Cal had developed, we pretty much stayed at a break even. We didn't make any money.
It was in the basement of a church, a Baptist church in East Los Angeles, where it was the basement. They call it the prayer room, but it was really the basement of this small little church where we opened up our first center.
We were fighting for the rights of the seniors and getting more money and developing CAADS, and it was very creative back then, and I really enjoyed that. I felt like I wasn't alone running the program, like we were all together.
When the 5th Center was open and functioning, we really felt that as a network we had really stepped up to the plate.
It took us 20 years to get to 100 programs, 100 adult day health care programs in the state. And we are well past 200 now and well on our way to 300.
We're certainly at a different phase of organization where adult day health is clearly national now and considered really quite important in senior care. But I think most of us evolved and grew organically with this.
There's not a whole lot of turnover in day centers. And it's a team approach to care. We all work together, and the family and the individual being served is also part of the team.
All of my colleagues in California who, like I said, pounded the pavement, did the grassroots work, paid off, still paying off.
And I'm finding that people are motivated by that. I'm very encouraged about the future.
Everybody's so nice, very nice. Like I say, I wouldn't stay home for nothing.
In my book, I would give them A, because they know their job, they know their duty, and they treat everybody with respect and honor. And you can trust them.
They're there, and it's wonderful, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me as a caregiver. I can't say enough about how wonderful it is. It is. It's terrific.
When they would come to visit, it was one of two reactions. "Oh no, I'm not like these people here. Get me out of here." Or, "Ah, this is really a wonderful thing. Now I can get my needs met and I can socialize with other elderly people when I've been socially isolated for a long time."
The staff are all darlings and upbeat people. And so I have I love Elder Day. The human kindness just flows around here. It renews your faith in humanity.
And we got a nurse up there. Her name is Judy. She do everything. She take them to the bathroom. She cleaned the table. You talking about, you name it and she do it. Judy do it. She don't want to do her job. When anything needs to be done up there, Judy will do it.
She was talking about the job I dreamed of, and I've basically been here ever since, and will never leave. I think this is the most exciting kind of nursing that you can do, and I think that I have never had a situation where I learned so much from the people I take care of.
I feel I benefited because, well, when I first came here, I saw that the staff really care for the people, and for me in particular, and I kind of grew to like them very much and became attached. So, and I see how they are very sweet to everybody and they help everyone. Not just me, they help everybody here.